Hello, pretty dolls. This is Dawn from Pretty Till Dawn. And today I'm just going to do a little corporate look with sunset type eyes using some yellows and oranges. And as you see now, I'm priming the eyelid. I already have my foundation on, which is Cover FX for today. And my the primer that I'm using is by Nars, and I believe the color is tan. I'm covering the eyelid because I'd like the colors to really pop, and I'm using a kind of a yellow mustard color right on the lid. And so within that, I wanted that to be one of the brighter shades so that my eyes look the most open. And then I always apply the concealer, not always, but I like to apply the concealer underneath my brow because that will give the highlight right under the brow a pop, which will again open up the eyes more. And as you can see now that I've transitioned to applying a light amount of concealer under the eye, meaning I did not re-dip the brush. I'm continuing with the same amount of concealer that was left on the brush from the previous applications on the lid and under the brows. That way it's a very minute amount under the eye, and I'm just packing that in lightly with the pointed end of the brush and going in softly and then going in above the eyebrow to add the highlights so that it continuously uplifts the face. As you can see, I use the flat edge under the eyebrow. That way that you can keep the line of the eyebrow still intact while mashing in the concealer. And next I'm going to pack in, the color is called Adulting by Violet Voss in the hashtag Like a Boss palette, and it's an eyeshadow palette. And the next color that I've added in is Realness. And the color is Realness, and I love the shade because of the orange copper look. And I'm going to now go into the top right under the brow with Swag. And Swag is that eggshell kind of look that I'm going to now use and blend down. And I'm going to blur out the edges of the eyeshadow, first on top and then in between, using the same brush. And now smooth out the corners and add that tiny bit of swag that's left. And there's never too much blending because you always keep going as smooth as you'd like that edge to look. Now I'm going in with it's called Stiletto Eyes eyeliner, and it's a Maybelline product. And I'm just doing a little bit of a winged eye on the edge. You will take the line and you will draw it first from the inner corner down and out. And then to make that line as long as I'd like it to, I do the outside and bring it in. I'm using a powder, which is the same eyeshadow palette, and the color is Strong. Strong is also part of the Violet Voss collection. And I'm filling in my brows with Strong. I do small strokes straight up with a flat-tipped brush. And anytime there's an error, you got fingers, correct it, y'all, correct it. And then I fill in that little blank, as you can see, bringing it down and out. Your brow should be about as long as from your nose to the corner of your eyelid. That tells you kind of the length. Tip of your nose, corner of your eyelid. And I continuously now, I'm blending, just using that same flat brush to blend in the harsh effect of the eyebrow. And when I want to make things smooth, you can do two things. Use your finger to clear out any excess, or use a Q-tip. I'm now brushing the opposite direction and pulling the eyebrows hairs up because that makes it much of a lighter, more natural effect. And then we're going to repeat on the other side the same thing. We're adding an adulting on the lid in a circular motion above the eye, and sweeping back and forth actually makes the color look more foliaged. And that was me measuring how high is the yellow when I turned and looked to the other side. And next I'm going in with the realness. It's called realness. Spreading that through, bringing that out to the corner. And somewhat pointed, because that is the cat eye for today. Bringing it down and covering it in, arching it up. And when you have hooded eyes, you do bring it up higher, closer to the brow line than you would if you did not. Definition of hooded eyes, you guys, is the excess skin that is right on the top of the lid. Some are born with it, some age with it. I'm blending the center of the eye out again so there are no harsh edges. And now we're going to go in and we're using the flat end of the brush and we're applying the color Strong. And we're going to make our eyebrows. We're creating a brow. See that measurement of the nose tip to the edge of the eye? That's how long your eyebrow should be. It's an easy measurement tip. And I just continuously blend and try to get the same shape, bringing strokes hair straight up, bringing the strokes out, reverse, and back out again. Gives you that smoother look, more hair-like look, less product. So it's not like gunk. Clear your mistakes with a simple swipe. Need a tiny bit more of highlight above the brow and right under it. And again on the outside and above the brow, on the side, and right under it. Then I'm blending that in. Just blend it down a little bit with the shadow so it takes away any harsh effects. Now I'm going to line that other eye with a liquid liner. You go from corner to outside as close to the lid as you can. When you're already wearing your lashes, it may hinder you from going in, as you saw that little bump happen. So come back in and go on right on top of it. That is a false lash bump that can happen, but you want to ensure your line is still straight. Okay, and then I wanted to add a pop of color under the eye, so I went back in, but this time I'm using, it's called Girl Crush, right under the eye. And I'm using a little rounded edged brush that is literally a tiny little circle, and it fits right within the corners of your eye. And that'll just give you that little bit of brightness under the eye. And now I'm going in with the Nars lip crayon. I love this stuff because it's smooth and it's creamy. And I chose more like a pinkish mauve effect because that's part of the colors of the sunset. And now I'm adding my blush using the same lip crayon. Like my hearts. Hi, I love you guys. I really do. And I'm blending that blush out on the cheek area, right on the apple of the cheek, and I bring it back a little bit. Right on the apple of the cheek and bring it back a little bit. Using that same beauty blender. And here are the products that made today's look possible. Yes. You guys may have not seen my contour, but that was a KKW contour. And now I'm just adding a touch of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Thai Glow Collection. And the colors that I've used are the golden bronze and dripping in gold. And I love to use those right along the cheekbones for that sunny look. tip of the nose, between the eyes, and right above my brows. I thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, positive vibes, and follow at Pretty Till Dawn. Love you.